call. So you always have that feeling.
What was the biggest difference in that second quarter when you guys were raising the deficit?
We got defensive stops and we made some shots. We were very in tune with what we need to do defensively. And, our second unit guys came in with a lot of energy and effort.
Just generally speaking, I wondered, when you missed the 18 games in the middle of the season, it hadn't happened before, how does that impact just your physicality, the way that you ramp up in the season, and how has it felt since?
It just impacted our whole team. Obviously it impacted me because I just wasn't out on the floor. Not able to do what I'm accustomed to doing, and that's being able to lead both with my voice and with my play. So it was a long stretch of my career, and it definitely hurt our team. It hurt me. And at the same time, Rajon was out, 5 weeks as well. So it just took a toll on our team. And when you're dealing with such a delicate injury like the groin that I had, you have to be very patient with it. And the last thing you want is a setback, and that's the first time I had to deal with that injury. So we're getting better and better and better, each and every game, each and every session, each and every weight session. So feeling good as of late, but it's just been tough. Not only obviously for the club, but just the time that I was out.
Was that part of what helped you guys go back and you started being able to
Oh, the team, yeah, absolutely. I think that second quarter, we all just started playing a little bit more joy, just play a little bit more free. We got defensive styles, flying around, guys just getting the ball, and everybody just felt a part of it. So our first quarter, you kind of, coming from, cross country, having to play in the early games, 4 o'clock start for us, overtime, but we was able to kick in the gear in the second quarter.
Particularly bouncy today, were you feeling like you feel more of those tonight?
I always feel
LeBron, you've talked about finishing out the year professionally, doing your job, doing the work, that kind of thing. Given all that you have accomplished in your career, what can you get out of the rest of the season?
I don't talk about it. That's what I live. I don't talk about it. You guys ask me questions as I answer the questions, but I live being a professional. I live playing every game like it's my last, and no matter what's going on, you finish up strong. That's just who I am. So, me personally?
I didn't phrase that right.
Yeah.
What is it that you want to get out of these last 15 games? Is there something you can get out?
We're still playing playoff teams, and for our young guys to be able to play playoff teams on the road, I think that's very key for their development. Still, so we have an opportunity on this trip. We go into Toronto our next game. We're going into Detroit as a playoff team. We're going into Milwaukee at the end of the trip. All playoff teams, all proven teams. So, those games will be like playoff games if we want it to be. But they get an opportunity to learn. So, and I get an opportunity to be out on the floor with them. So, we can take that out of it for sure.
LeBron, I came into the scores table about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Were you going to come into the game if the lead got narrowed down?
Yeah, if it went under 10, I was. But it didn't. We had some poor possessions offensively. We locked up a couple times defensively. They made some open shots. But then we was able to come back. Kuz was able to make a shot. JaVale was able to get one, kick it back up to 14. So we felt comfortable with those guys finishing up.
Ryan, the 15 final, you said I'd rather miss the playoff than lose the finals. Now that may be a reality, how do you approach this summer?
Was that question asked after I actually lost in the final? So that was definitely a moment thing there. I was in the moment. I would actually rather not make the playoffs than lose in the finals. I mean, obviously, I would love for this team to be in the postseason, and for me to be a part of the postseason is always something I've always, loved. But it's just, it's the, right now it's not the hand that was dealt. So you play the hand that you was dealt, and then until the dealer shuffle the cards and then another hand, and you do that. So. I'll be watching it if we're not in there, and it looks like we're not. Our chances are slimming down each and every game. So many teams in the West are playing well, so just try to get better, but this won't be the last time I'll be postseason.
LeBron, you're moving forward, but if the injury didn't happen for yourself, you think about what would have been possible for this team?
Of course, I mean that's human nature, but at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about that. And I'm not one to dwell in the past. I'm focused on what's going on in the present right now and see how you can get better in the future. So it's easy to say, well, if you can't do it. For me, I can't do that. I would cheat myself. Obviously, I know how I was leading this team going into December 25th, and how I was approaching the ball club was right on track. How I do every single year, and especially I was even more patient with the young guys. And unfortunately, one slip and fall here, a tear of the groin, slapped down our other mastermind, Rajon Rondo, on his hand. Now we got a torn groin and a broken hand, and both of them are out for 10.5 weeks combined. So, definitely it was sucked at that point in time in the varsity.
Last two questions, please.
Aware were you on the
I wasn't aware. Until he got caught up in the story. It was talked about. Well, he didn't have to be caught up right now to know the journey. Obviously, when it happened last year, we all focused in on it. To be honest, me trying to figure out how I was trying to get my Cleveland team back to the postseason, play at a high level, was the only concern of mine. So I couldn't focus on nobody else at that point in time. But I think it's an unbelievable story of just perseverance and having a goal and having a dream and not letting nobody, no matter how many people tell you to stop or you shouldn't be doing this or you should give it up. This guy's just been staying strong throughout it all. So, he has great spirits, even with everything he's been through, and, we're happy to have him for as long as we got him.
Any thoughts on Odell going to the Browns?
Really quick, did you see Russell Westbrook and what happened last night? This fine fan. What's your reaction to that situation?
I did not see it. I did not see it when it happened. Obviously, I heard about it today. I wanted to get all of the information before I even comment on it. I think, that situation, the fan was out of line. And what he said to Russ, it becomes a point where it's about respect. And the only thing we got in life is respect at the end of the day. We play basketball, we report about the game, you guys can cover the game, but at the end of the day, as a man, all you got is your respect. And that guy crossed the line. And it was funny that he tried to backtrack and say what he didn't do when they interviewed him. I've never seen a fan get interviewed like that before. And then one thing about, as bad as social media is, the good thing about social media came out when they went through everything that he's said about Russ, said about other people in his little timeline. Obviously Russ is a very passionate guy. Russ is married with 3 kids, a set of twins. And no matter if you like him or love him or the way he played the game, this guy's one of the most loyal people that I know, one of the most down-to-earth guys that I know. And that guy just took it too far on the other end. There could have been some words. Russ could have said it a little bit differently. But at the end of the day, he was in the right. That guy's in the wrong. Stand up and salute. I salute the Utah Jazz and their organization on doing what they did. And we move forward. But, fans understand that, they pay their hard-earned money to watch our beautiful game and watch our beautiful players, and I respect that. But there's a fine line when you go to the disrespectful side on, talking about, am I cheering my teammates on, am I heckling the opposing guy, or am I crossing the line? And there's a fine line when it's not a fine line. That line is very bold, and everyone knows when you're crossing the line. So there it is.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, LeBron. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Appreciate it.